their spiritual and intellectual leader for the Muslim Brotherhood. This is the 500 most influential Muslims, 2009. You go to page 36, I think it is, and you find their spiritual leader. He is Sheikh Yusuf Al-Quedari, I think his name is. How do you say it? There he is. Here he is here. He's a good-looking man. He was ranked the 9th most influential Muslim in the entire world. The write-up in this book describes him as an Egyptian scholar who is articulate and widely read, and one of the most quoted or commented on scholars of Islam. But in the view of this report, this guy's view of, quote, suicide bombing is a legitimate form of self-defense has landed him in trouble with Western Europe. But it's an underlying sentiment among many in the Middle East that oppression deserves such a response. Okay, so, well, all right, so he believes that to stop oppression, you need to blow things up. Well, how very 1776? Well, let's do a couple of things. Let's find out how influential this guy really is, and then look into the rest of his words. What does he really believe? Okay, how influential is he? Well, he has a weekly television show in the Middle East, and it's called Sharia and Life. Remember, Sharia is the law in which you would live under if you were an Islamic state. Sharia. Sharia and Life. It's watched by 40 million people every single week. Now, to put that into perspective, that is Game 7 of the World Series every single week. Okay, so people watch him, but does he have any juice, any pull? Well, do you remember the riots in Europe with the Danish cartoon of the Prophet Muhammad that caused all the trouble? Remember this? That's this guy. When you have the ear of 40 million people each week, that's a lot of power. So if you get upset at something as silly as a cartoon depicting Muhammad in a way you don't like it did, and he spoke out about in 2006, well, you got a problem. He, in 2006, saw the cartoon and decided to call for an international day of rage. That's him. Muslim Brotherhood. It helps to contribute to all of this if you have 40 million people. But now let me give you a taste of what you'll encounter on his weekly show. He says, on the oppressive, and please read the bottom of your screen, this is important stuff, on the oppressive Jewish and Zionist people, here's what he says.
سلط عليهم طوال التاريخ من يؤدبهم نتيجة إفسادهم. آخر تأديب كان تأديب هتلر. ما فعل بهم وإن كان مبالغوا في الأمر ما بلغوا ولكن استطاع أن يعني يوقفهم عند حدودهم الناس وأحرصهم على الحياة ولكن مع هذا بيبذلوا يعني أرواحهم ويبذلوا أموالهم فأولى بالمسلمين في أنحاء العالم أن يبذلوا من أجل استعادة فلسطين وخاصة فلسطين ليست مجرد أرض إسلامية
صحيح
هي أرض الأقصى أرض المقدسات جميع يخرج لا طاعة لمخلوق في معصية الخالق حق الجماعة فوق حقوق الإيه الأفراد اللهم خذ هذه الطغمة الباغية الطاغية اللهم عليك بهذه الطغمة اليهودية الصهيونية الباغية اللهم لا تبق لهم من باقية اللهم احصهم عددا واقتلهم بددا ولا تبق منهم أحدا مش لاقيين قنابل فالشخص بيقنبل نفسه يجعل من نفسه قنبلة بشرية هذا مضطر.
They're saying that they've been active organizing this with whom, I may ask. He went on to say to Reuters, our goal is to make sure the identity of society is Islamic. Can we just do the math and put all these together? Reuters went on to explain that the Brotherhood is, quote, linked to Hamas and shares its belief in armed struggle against Israel and, quote, is confident that Islam and Sharia will eventually rule, and they're working to achieve that goal. Now, Sharia law, again, If it's just in one country, it's 1979 in Iran, which everyone says can't be true. And if it's in more than one country, you have, what is it called again? Oh yeah, a caliphate.
يأمره الله به ولقد أمرنا الله سبحانه وتعالى بالجهاد. نحن من مصر العظيمة الكريمة، مصر التي بها رجال يخافون الله ويعلنون الحق ويعملون على نهضتها.
عدوهم الوحيد والرئيسي، شوف حضرتك اليهود اللي قاعدين في فلسطين الآن محتلينها عينيهم على مصر.
وأنا أريد أن نعرج على كلمة القاعدة. ما في حاجة في اسمها قاعدة، هذا اختراع أمريكي. هذا عشان يبقى عنده في حاجة اسمها يحارب من أجلها.
فعلا الأمة التي لا تجيد صناعة الموت لا تستحق الحياة.
فإن لم تفعلوا فسيدوسكم الشعب قريبا إن شاء الله.